forgot that I was already recording and I've just been making faces in the camera at myself for like the past 15 seconds. Okay, we're gonna get started. Hello, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam, or first time panner. You know the intro. Anything else you want to, I don't know, any of those you want, I don't know my intro. You know it. But this is my old new gifted blue project pan update. This project, I'll have the information in the description box. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing right now, but yeah, information in the description box. This project was created by Jessica Lee for Misty, and it's based on the wedding saying old new borrowed blue, but gifted instead of borrowed, because that's a lot more sanitary and a lot more common for beauty products. So it's just a 4-item rolling project pan. Again, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one still doing it, at least on YouTube. Someone did reach out to me and say that they were going to start doing it. I haven't seen their update or their intro yet, but I'm looking forward to watching it. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna get into the update because I clearly can't speak. So I'm looking at my notes and I'm literally just now realizing this is a full refresh, so that's exciting. Also, if you can hear background noise, I have my window open. It's getting into I mean, it's spring now, but it's already getting warmer where I live. We're in the 70s here. So anyway, for my old item, I had my Tony Moly banana lip balm. This is basically banana runs scented Vaseline, like petroleum jelly. It's really nothing special, but it works fine for me. My goal is to finish this. I mean, with all of my old items, I should probably make a goal. Sorry, there's fur on my chin. I'll address the elephant in the room. My cats just always want me to pick them up right before I start filming. I think they know, and I think they're trying to throw me off. I think that's their tactic, because I don't let them in my room when I film. But yeah, because I was like cuddling my cat like a baby, as you should when you have a cat. Now there's fur all over my top, first of all, all over my chin, and all in my lip gloss, which actually is not lip gloss. Back to this product, it is this. It's on top of this super dark purple lipstick, which kind of looks black when I'm back here. This is the lipstick that's in my That's So 2000s project pan. But yeah, my goal, I feel like with all my old items, my goal should be to finish the item because they're old. Technically, this isn't 100% done, but as you can see from the tube, it's pretty much like it's all used up. There's only a tiny bit at the very bottom in here, but I have to like use both hands to squeeze like as much as I can just to get any product out, and it's really difficult to do it, and it's been like that for like over a week now. So I'll probably use this until I'm going out of town in a few days, just for like a little 1.5 day trip, but I'm not going to be struggling with this while I'm there, so I'll probably just use this until I go out of town and then be done with it. So I'm calling this done, and it's rolling out of this project. My new item, as usual, is a new palette, and this is the Glaminatrix Barely Basic eyeshadow palette. My goal, as always with these, is to use it no pan left behind, which I was able to do. And yeah, I really did enjoy this palette. I got compliments every time I used it. The only thing I will say with this is basically when I was using it, because what drew me to this palette in the first place was, okay, not only the color story, because as I mentioned when I wrote this in, this has pretty much my favorite shades or like color families to wear for eyeshadow: purple, orange, like neutrals, and greens. It has all 4 of those, but the other thing that drew me to this palette was that it was arranged just like very easily. You just do the same look but with 4 different colors, and I know that's boring, but that's what I like, and that's why the palette's called Barely Basic anyway, I'm assuming. But I will say that these 4 on the top, but for your view right now it's the bottom. These 4 iridescents on the bottom are actually, when you actually put them on your eye, they turn out to be deeper than this row right here. So this, except for one of them, I can't remember which one it is, so I guess I'll just have to find out the hard way next time I use it. But except for one of these columns, all 3 of these are lighter than the iridescence, so when I was doing my eyeshadow, I was kind of using them as like outer corner all over the lid. I would use these to kind of like set my eyeshadow primer just like all over my entire eye. And then I do like on the lid and inner corner. That didn't really work out because again, the inner corner was darker than my lid shade. So next time I use this, I'll probably swap the two just to see how that looks. But other than that, I did really like this palette. I enjoyed how like easy it was to just like not have to think about the look I was doing and just go for it. And I thought the shades were really pretty. A gifted item or items were my Dose of Colors foundation samples, and I went on a whole long story about these last time, but basically they were from when I ordered my, or no, before I ordered my Dose of Colors foundation, I got literally samples. You know those little foundation sample like cards that you can get? I got cards of those foundation samples for literally every single shade that Dose of Colors has, which is like 40 something shades. And I worked my way through all of them except for I think there were about 8 left. Sorry, my eyes are burning a little from that bright light, so I had to cover my lamp and then turn my ring light down a little bit. Sorry, my lashes are sticking together. But my goal is to finish them, and they were all shades that were deeper than my skin tone, so I just used all of them as like, even though they were foundation samples, I used them all as contour bronzer shades, which was slightly difficult because I mean, it's not formulated to be a cheek product, so it was hard to blend them. Once you gave them just like a tiny bit of time to dry down, it was difficult to blend, so I really had to be quick with it. But other than that, I enjoyed using them just fine. I don't have them with me because they were just on a sample card, so I just threw the little, you know, slips of plastic away, but I swear I used them. You're just gonna have to trust me. Finally, for my blue item, I had, oh yeah, I had my e.l.f. makeup removing balm. This is the jumbo size, which is, okay, 3.5 ounces. My goal is to finish this. I put this in 2 months ago and I was finally able to finish this. It was like pretty much brand new when I rolled it in, so it takes me about 2 months to go through one of these, which is good because it's supposed to be the jumbo size, and it's $19. I just finished this last night actually, so I'm about to open up my new one. I always have a backup of this because it's like my holy grail product. I don't really like calling things that, but this is like a staple that I always have in my collection. So I'll be moving on to the backup, and I'll have to make another e.l.f. order soon so that I always have one waiting in the wings. So moving on to the 4 roll-ins to replace those items, I feel like I have very comparable replacements. They're almost like 1-to-1 for each prompt, but I'll just get into it. The first one is for old, and I have another one of these Tony Moly like fruit themed lip balm, lip mask type things. This one is a peach, and I swear, like, I thought I used this at least once, but it pretty much looks untouched. So I'm just gonna say that this is basically a brand new product. We'll see how long it takes me to get through it. I'm guessing 3 months, but I don't actually know how deep it is in there. So yeah, you'll see with me when I finish this. It does smell like peach. Peach isn't my favorite, but I just thought it was so cute. This was the second one of these that I bought. So I think I bought this in 2023, so it's like 2 years old. So I figured that was old enough, especially again for a cream product that I'm putting on my lips. I feel like 2 years is already old enough for me to like start getting moving on these products. So my goal will be to finish this. Then for my new product, or again samples, I'll be rolling in some Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter samples, like just another one of these sample cards. I'm trying to get through all my complexion products this year, like samples, because I always accumulate a lot, because even though I never ask for them, I've like ranted about this so many times. I feel like a broken record, but I never ever ask for complexion samples, and I seem to always get them. I do not support the brand Charlotte Tilbury, but I have it, so I may as well use it. Don't want to just throw it out. And I feel like, so these are like 6 different shades. I could probably use this all in one go, just like use this all over my face for like the deeper ones, again, is like bronzer, contour, and then the lighter ones is highlight, and then 4.5 is my actual shade. So I guess I'll just fill in the gaps with that. I don't know, the wheels are turning in my head. For my new product, I have another new palette, which I know I've been introducing a lot of new items on my channel already this year, and we're not even 3 months into the year, but I actually have no excuse. I don't know. But I will say this is not an eyeshadow palette. This is a face palette. I was going to roll in an eyeshadow palette. That's also new. But I needed that to fit a very specific prompt for a different project. So we're gonna do a face palette. I promise this is like the last new item in my collection. But this is the Tarte, what is this called again? The Glow Squad face palette. This is in the shade Volume 1. Also, another quick rant, but I just feel like I have to talk about this because I think it's quite ridiculous. I'll swatch it too, but I wanted to buy this a while ago when it first came out, but the reviews were not good at all, or for the most part they weren't good. And I read that they kept sending like the wrong palette, like, oh, I ordered Volume 1 but they sent me Volume 2, or vice versa. Here's what it looks like, by the way. 2 blushes and 2 highlighters, which I'm very excited about, especially this highlighter. Like, I know that looks like a super metallic punchy highlighter, which is not my preference. If you know me, you know I like my Essence super subtle highlight, but I just think that swatch, like when I first swatched this, I was almost drooling. I think it's so pretty, and I feel like that would also be a beautiful eyeshadow. But anyway, back to my rant. This caught my attention again as I was just like scrolling through Sephora, as I do, as I shouldn't do, but you know, it happens. And I was just like, oh, let me check it out again, see if there are like any better reviews. And I actually started like reading the reviews in depth, and I realized everyone in their reviews was wrong, and Sephora and Tarte was correct. So basically, traditionally, or like what's been the norm, has been you number your shades from lightest to deepest, and I guess everyone was just assuming that's the way things always are, and that's the way things should be. So everyone who wanted the lighter version was ordering Volume 1, and then of course vice versa, everyone who wanted the deeper version was ordering Volume 2, which is the lighter palette. And when they got their palette, even though like they like just didn't even check. They didn't look at the pictures, they didn't look at the description, they didn't look at the name, they didn't even look at what's on the back of the packaging that specifically says this is Volume XYZ. They started complaining, oh, they sent me the wrong one. No, you just didn't read. So I just thought that was really silly of all those people saying they sent me the wrong one. I ordered Volume 1, which is supposed to be the lighter one, blah blah blah. And it was like 20 different reviews like that, which clearly all 20 of those people just can't read. So yeah, back to this. This is Volume 1, which is the deeper version. I'm just really excited to use this palette. My goal for this, finally, I'm getting to the relevant part, is to use this No Pan Left Behind, which I always do for like palettes that I roll into this project. And I know this is only 4 pans and it's a face palette, so I literally could just meet that goal in like 2 uses. Like use a blush and a highlight one day and use the other blush and other highlight another day. Which yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. I also just realized I'm not wearing highlight right now, but I'm oily, so I'm just very excited to use this. I love face palettes. I keep talking about how much I love face palettes and how overboard I've been going with them, but I'm very excited. I hope I love this as much as I think I will. And then finally, I know I've been talking way too much and going on too many rants, but for my blue item, I'll roll in another e.l.f. product. It's so easy to roll in items for this prompt because like all of the e.l.f. skin line is in blue packaging pretty much. This is the Holy Hydration e.l.f. Off makeup remover. I didn't even realize it was called that. I got this as a free gift purchase. But this is just like a bi-phase makeup remover. If I mark like beneath the bubbles where I am, it's actually a little bit lower than this line, just all the bubbles have to settle, but it's just your standard like bi-phase waterproof makeup remover that I'm trying to finish. So hopefully by next update I can finish this. I'm gonna have to like make sure I use this every single day, but it's just your standard like emulsion of waterproof makeup remover. And I feel like I could finish this in 1 month, maybe. Again, just like this one, I'm being a little bit delusional, but I really do want to finish it as soon as possible. I know for sure I'll have these two rolled out by next time. Hopefully, I'm really gonna try to have this rolled out by next time, but this thing is at least going to take me 2 months. I have no idea how much is in here, but considering this was like half gone already when I rolled this in, and it still took me a tiny bit over 2 months to finish it, this will just be my lip mask for the foreseeable future. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry for ranting so much, but if you want to rant, I love to hear people's rants, so please rant in my comments, or you can DM me like on Instagram or something. I would love to hear what you would like to rant about. But I'll just see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.